Welcome to, I don't know what it is, but it's something. It's Makwala Agri is the name of the channel. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And so what I wanna talk about is something that I saw on the newspaper. It even trended on the TV. They were saying that a farmer in Northwest, he wants to sue Eskom because he lost around 40,000 chicks. And I was like, shit, this guy lost a lot of money. 40,000 chickens. Here we're talking about they were talking about millions in the because there are two markets. There's a formal market and there's informal market. The one that I don't know why they say in our market is informal and the other one is formal. But anyway, even if my market is informal, I'm still making money. So most of us farmers who farm with no contract and so on, our prices are high in most cases. And those who farm with big contracts, the prices are low. But it's a business. It makes business sense. It makes business sense because high quality, you know what, high volume. Obviously, it's gonna be high return. Yeah, but low quantity still gonna be low returns. So it's something like that. But I don't wanna talk much about that. But when I was looking at it and I'm looking at it in the price that I sell my chicken on, because I just say 40,000 times 80, 80 rand. You can imagine the price. So I was like, shit, this guy lost a lot of money. But anyway, yeah. The reason I want to talk about it is because the guy wants to sue Eskom now because he lost a lot of money. And losing that money, it means that wherever those chickens were going, those people, they want to have a backlog now of them having a chicken. If they are going to KFC, because I've seen KFC recently, they're struggling with chickens. Some KFC have been closed. I don't know around now, but around January time, they were having issues of chickens. So even one in my area, it was closed due to not having chicken. So if that 40,000 was going to a big market like KFC, Nando's, wherever, it means that Nando's, they're gonna have a backlog of 40,000 chickens because no one just farm 40,000 and then hope for the best that people come and buy. Doesn't work like that. It's for us who grow 1,000 chickens, 2,000 chickens, 100, 200, 300. You know, us who are called small scale farmers. We are the ones who just put chickens there and hope that somebody's gonna buy, and then yeah, they come and buy. But you can't put 40,000 and hope that somebody's gonna come and buy. So the reason why I want to talk about that, guy, is because for me, I don't think I can run an automated house without having a backup. Not in South Africa. Maybe in Vegas, because I think Vegas they don't have load shedding, but not in South Africa. You cannot run a 40,000 chicken house without a backup generator. What I get or what I've seen from that person is that the backup generator didn't turn on, or there was a fault with the backup generator there. So when electricity went off, the backup generator didn't kick. So according to my theory, I think that guy didn't switch on the generator. Then when or the generator didn't kick in automatically, then they didn't even realize that the generator is off. Because normally when you grow chickens, man, you can go to a chicken house like 2 or 3 times a day. So I can go there in the morning, during the day, and in the afternoon. Unless if I'm selling, so I have to go there oftenly to pick up just chicken and give to the customers. But if I'm on the stage of selling, I don't need to hang in the house the whole day, man. I did that on my first bench of chickens, I think. I stayed there for like 3 hours, observing how these things are moving around, man. They were so interested. On my first time having my first 200 batch of chicken, my chicken coop, there was me. I was spending almost like the whole week with my chickens, like observing them. But yeah, when times goes on, You don't care anymore. You put them there, you leave, you come back late, put water, put feed, check if there's any mortality. No, you leave. So you don't spend much time in the chicken coop anymore, since now you know, man, how things are done. So that's my theory. So I'm saying you can't run a big house like that and not have a backup generator. Firstly, your ventilation is not natural. It's not like us who using windows for ventilation. There you having a ventilation system that needs to operate 24/7. If you ever put in chicken in the car and close all the windows, you will see what I'm talking about. Try that. Put 10 chickens in the car, close all your windows. Then you will see what I'm talking about. They won't survive if they're 100 in the car and you have closed the windows and it's hot. They won't survive. They want to die. They want to suffocate. So that's what happened there. And then now people are saying, hey, let's go. Man. We've been having load shedding for the past like 5 years, if not 6 years, guys. Hard load shedding. We had load sheddings before, but they were light load shedding. No, this one is hard load shedding. Three times a day, you out of power for 4 hours each time when there's no power. So you can't run that kind of a house without ventilation. You're going to lose a lot of chickens. Lot of chickens are going to die. So that's something that I just wanted to talk about today. Another thing, people have been asking me, like, Chief, how do you get funding? Where do you apply if you want funding? You want to start farming, and then I heard that there's money in farming. Agriculture is giving people money. Don't know, the government is investing so much money in agriculture. Hey, we are within the industry, but we're not getting any cent. Everybody that I know, everyone that I know, they're not getting any cent from the government. So don't come into this business hoping for free money, because people love free money. You want 350, we all apply. We love free things. So don't come into farming hoping that you're gonna get free money. Nah. These days they even say that when you apply for funding, they will tell you that your business must have 2 years operating. Have all your taxes. Everything must be in order. Banking details, tax clearance, everything must be in order. Now you find a go-go who've been raising chicken for the past 10 years. They never registered a company. You can get funding. So it's also important that when you go into business, make sure that you have a company, it's registered, and you pay your taxes every year. Your books are in order. Because when something open in the department, and then now they say, okay, do you have a company? No. Okay, do you have receipts to show that value you've been selling, you've been buying things? No. How are we gonna know that you're farming? Well, you can't just take us to the farm that you have and say, this is my farm and I'm farming here. They need receipts. They need all those things when you apply for funding. So that's why a lot of people, we are wondering, this guy's been farming so long, but he doesn't have fund. Government doesn't care about them. Why? It's not like government doesn't care. They have a procedure they need to follow. So if you don't have papers in order, you're not going to get funding. And anyway, I never got funding from the government. The only thing that I got was feed. So I never got any money. How I funded my business, that I saved money. Then I built my own house and I bought my first batch of chickens and feed, which costed me 7,000. My first batch to raise 200 chickens, it was 7,000. Now it's around 8,000 to 9,000 to raise 200 chickens. Is almost like 2 years, full 2 years in farming. So yeah, I have full 2 years farming. This is gonna be my 3rd year. But already the price increase of the cost, the input cost, it's already high. My house to build costed me around 85,000, 700 capacity. Then I divided it into 2. Then the other one carry 3, the other one carry 4 now. So the biggest mistake that I did was to have one house. You can't farm, you can't be a small scale and farm from one house. You're not gonna survive. Let me just give you an example. It's the 1st of January. You put your chicken. You're gonna sell them this first week of Feb. They're 5 weeks. Then you're lucky you sell them within a week. So it's the second week of Feb. Now you need to clean your house. And remember, you can't just put a chicken in the chicken coop without studying the market. You must check when people have money. The biggest people who we market when we do chickens is the Sasa people. We know during that first week of every month where people are getting their Sasa money, that's when the market pick up. If you miss that market, by 1522, forget. You're not gonna sell much. You're not gonna sell much. So your biggest market, you must know, it's people who buy chickens around first week of every month, where Sasa money comes. So when you put your chicken in the chicken coop, you must target the Sasa people, because that's when a lot of people are getting paid. Even if they're not Sasa people only, a lot of people get paid from 29 to 30. A lot of people are getting paid there. So with 15, you know, government only. Most of the time it's government. So with 22, still government. So from the 25 until the first week of every month, that's where your market is. That 2 weeks is so important. So when you put your chicken, when you are about to have a circle, you must target those. So back to my point of having one house. You put your chicken on the 1st of Jan, first week of Jan or 1st Jan. Then the second week of Feb, you start selling, you get luck, you finish. Now your house needs to rest 14 days before you put another chicken. Your cycle ends around the 10 or the 12. You have sold everything. You clean 14 days, it's 2 weeks. You put chickens again. The whole of Feb, the whole of March, you're not going to make any money. You're going to sell in April. So already in 4 months, you only sold twice. So you say it's a struggle. In a year, you're only going to have 5 cycles. Trust me. Because festive season, you may not even sell. So in a year, you may have like 5 cycles. So if you have 2 houses, in a year, you can have like 8 to 10 cycles. So it's important to have 2 houses when you begin. Don't do the mistake that I did of having one house. I charted my savings for that year, and then I realized I'm running out of money. But here's the business that is doing so well, but I don't see the money, because that profit I'm busy chowing it. Because remember, I'm not employed. This is my business, the businessman. So I pay myself from it. I have to save from it. I have to have another sector from it. So it was a struggle. So when it comes to funding, guys, at least have money that can last you for a year when you go to business. Don't take your last money and invest in a business and not have something that you're gonna eat. Have money that is gonna last you for a year. Not the money. When I say have money that's gonna last you for a year, I'm not talking about the money that you're gonna start business with. You have a budget that's gonna start a business with, then have a budget that, okay, at least 150,000 can last me for the whole year. I'll be chowing 150,000 for the whole year. That's how you go into business. If you are not employed, or if you're planning to leave your full-time job to go into business, that's how you should do it. Don't go on J and say, "Hi, I wanna pay. I wanna need. I want to business hour is bill. Shelter I feel I want shelter illegal. That's how low I am. No matter where we business. I never want to take a chance. You must be serious when you go into business. Just know that you're gonna get no's and no's and no's and no's in 1 year. In 5 people that you're gonna approach, you can get all them no's. Maybe in 10 you get 1 yes. You can knock at houses, say I'm selling chicken. By that time you carry 10 chickens. You knock to 20 houses. Only 1 house buy 1 chicken. business like that. So it doesn't need someone who's weak. Don't come soft, come hard. And know that each and every business, the purpose of the business survives to make profit. You don't go into business to run like a charity. You're not running an NGO, you're running a business. How to run a charity. So when it comes to money, guys, funding, forget about government funds, forget about any funds. Unless if you have your connection and you're gonna get your funds through corruption or something like that, yeah, then bye bye, go ahead, do business. But if you're just gonna come and say, hey, now I want funding, kotla. To start a broiler farming, at least have 50,000. And I'm talking about small scale. I'm talking about you studying about 200, 300 pigs, 500 pigs, 500 chickens. To start there, have around 500, not 500, 50K to start. Because people have been asking me how much do I need to start a broiler business. Today I'm saying it, have 50,000 for the house and for the first cycle that you're going to have 50,000. Then you can do farming. Another thing, it's the poor quality of chickens that we get. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy. This one breaks my heart. To think that there are 4 people who called me since the beginning of 2023 that since they bought chickens in October 2022, and they were looking forward to the market of festive season. And then they couldn't sell in festive season because chickens didn't grow. Now it's February, they still can't sell. And those things are eating. Just imagine having 300 chickens in the house. Just know that each day they're eating a bag, which costs 450. Each day you're losing 450 for the whole month. And with this one is worse. For the whole 3 months, you've been losing 450. So my advice is that if you're a new farmer or any farmer, even if you're not new, leave the festive season market alone, guys. Check the Facebook groups, check Twitter during festive season. Farmers are crying. Farmers are posting chickens that you don't know what you're gonna call them. If it's layer or it's broiler. Yeah. Chicken has grown, but that thing looks like layer, but it is like broiler. We are confused by that time. You can't even sell it to the customer because the body weight is so low. Yo, guys, it's a mess during festive season. Things that we see during festive season is a mess. This year I lost, last year I lost like 50 chickens. I was supposed to put 500 chicken in my chicken coop. I decided to go for 300 because I've been seeing the trend every year of people getting poor quality of chicks. So I said, you know what, let me not go hard. Let me just 300, I'll be fine. In that 300, I managed to sell 200 and something. About 70, 80 chickens I couldn't sell. I lost money on them. Imagine how much I've spent feeding 80 chickens. Started looking around 4,000. Gone down the drain. So don't start broiler farming in festive season. Never start broiler farming in festive season. Or even in Easter time. Don't. Whenever the market is high, whenever the demand of chickens is high, don't bet. Do it in June there, in winter. You're gonna get good quality, but it's the problem. It's winter. It's cold. They're not growing, so it's matata. So, but my advice for you is that festive season don't at all. At least in winter, even if it's cold, but they're still gonna grow, and they're gonna grow properly. Even if they're gonna take time to grow, but they're gonna grow and become a proper chicken. But during festive season, don't start you up. Don't ever. There's a guy that I met was in November, I think, and he was telling me that no, he got this stock fell that they want 300 chickens, so he just decided to build a chicken coop and buy 300 because he's going to sell each chicken for 90 rand. You can imagine the numbers there. People are looking around 20 something, 27,000. These guys went in, bought 300 chickens, put in the chicken coop. Come December, he has to deliver the product. He can't deliver. Chickens didn't grow. They're so skinny like layer chickens. You lost money. It's your first attempt. You're not gonna come back next year. You are done. You have built a chicken coop. It's an expense. You can't sell it. So guys, stay away from festive season market, guys. Stay away. My last point. Thanks for watching the channel. I think I'm gonna have a show every week. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm thinking of having like a show every week where I just speak my mind about the industry of farming. Next week, I will step more into why people are getting poor chickens, and it makes sense why we're getting poor chickens. At first, I used to be angry, but as times goes on and as I study the market of agriculture, it started to make sense, and I was laughing alone and saying, yeah, there's nothing we can do. And somebody will tell you, why don't you hatch your own chicks? But anyway, find out more next week when I come back. Tango.